Hi there, friends. This is Dr. Tom Knotts, and I wanted to take a time and answer some questions I had on hypnosis and weight loss. The Christian community really likes to delve into the aspects of hypnosis, and I was asked if hypnosis can make somebody stop eating. The answer is no. The question, can hypnosis help somebody stop eating? It can help them stop overeating, yes. Now, when you come to weight loss and hypnosis, you have to have a clear understanding of what we would call control mechanisms and triggers. Triggers aren't always rewards. Sometimes it's conditioning elements that have created what we would call habits that they become autonomic and the person is not even aware of them. And so, in order to have what we call a healthy and a successful weight loss, it takes a complete life change. And because eating is one of the big five things in our life. It's whether we realize it or not, we spend a portion of each day and have since birth eating. So we have to modify the behaviors. And behaviors go all the way down into what we'd call there are seven layers of the mind, and the seventh and sixth are the no conscious part of the brain. Fifth is also, but it's the rear hemisphere, defended, more importantly, associated with survival and coping mechanisms. The fourth layer is where we have the values and the belief systems. But the eating element will go all the way down to the fifth and sixth layer of the no conscious part of the brain. Now, what has to happen is the hypnotherapist has to create and tailor a specific hypnotherapy program for each person. You cannot use the same routine with every person. It has to be individualized. They will have to find out what your triggers are and why your reward systems activate that away, or why, and many times it's a dissociative aspect. It will cause the person to disassociate from whatever has triggered them. They turn from, shall we say, I know a person who was so afraid of their abusive parents that even though they were in their 50s, they found out their parents, who were in their 70s, were coming to visit them, and she said, I can't get the food in my mouth quick enough. I don't know why. And it's because as a child, she would get rewarded with food after being abused. And so it would cause her, the dissociation would happen, it would cause her to trigger. And when she would get the reward of the food, it would change her mind and cause her to gravitate to food because it meant the problem was over. So, as a hypnotherapist, they need to find out what your triggers are. They need to find out what your conditioning is. They need to find the times of day and the foods that you eat. That's why they need to have, in their initial interview, where they will hypnotize you, it should take about 2 hours. They need to find out what your eating habits are and then give you a journal to write down all of your food that you've eaten. Now, hopefully, in their phone interview, they would have asked you to do that before ever coming in, and then they could have gone over it with you. Now, you have to also set up a regular exercise program, and they need to know, they should work with your physician or PA, because of when you're dealing with morbidly obese people, they can die. It can cause severe reactions. It can cause them to shut down. And obesity is nothing to play with. I've worked with several people that were assigned to me or came to me because their doctors or the hospital said, if you don't stop eating, you're going to die. And you have to tailor for them an exercise regimen that they can do and then build upon. You have to modify what it is they eat. And the cold turkey method rarely works. So it's not just a matter of putting them on a couch or in a chair and flipping them back and going in and creating suggestions. You have to tailor create hypnosis sessions directly for them. You have to find the conditioning elements, you have to find the triggers, and then you have to write the hypnotherapy in accordance with that and desensitize them to the triggers while changing and modifying the uncognitive behavioral patterns that have been conditioned into the person. You have to go over them with nutrition, proper eating. You have to give them a sense of value for themselves, and this is where the fourth layer of the unconscious comes into. Their identities, their self-identity will be incredibly marred, and they may have more than one. Usually you will find multiple self-identities in a person with a eating disorder. So, can hypnotherapy make you quit bad eating or give you weight loss? Not unless you are cooperating with it. Can the suggestions help you to have weight loss and better health overall? Absolutely. They will tell you it takes 10 sessions. I know people that have been working with hypnotherapists for years. Not me personally, but people that are just hypnotherapists full-time have clients that have been coming to them for years, because as soon as they get over one, they may come for smoking, and then they go for lifestyle changes and behavioral changes. And just like going to a chiropractor, they'll go see their hypnotherapist once every 2 weeks or once a month. And I've seen dramatic changes in people's lives. Subliminal messaging and altering, which is why the mental banks put out by George Kappas, is an excellent tool and resource. And, I don't have those, but you can purchase them through HMI in California, or you can purchase them through Amazon or other places. So I hope this has answered your question. Hypnotherapy and weight loss is more than just going onto a couch or chair. They need to work with you with nutrition, exercise, general health practices, conditioning, triggering, and also lifestyle and behavior modifications and changes. All right, that's Dr. Tom Knotts. I hope this has helped you. Lord bless you.